29. Trying the ascetic practices. In those days, there were many wandering monks who belonged to various cults. They had left their families to become ascetics. They believed that by starving themselves or tormenting their bodies, asceticism, they would be reborn in heaven. Their belief was that the more they suffered in this life, the more pleasure they would receive in the future. So some ate extremely little food, some stood on one foot for a long time, and others slept on boards covered with sharp nails. 30. Siddhartha, the ascetic. Siddhartha also tried to become an ascetic. He thought that if he practiced hard enough, he would become enlightened. So he found a place at Uruvela, near a river in a village, where he could wash and obtain his daily food. There were 5 other men living there, and they became his companions. Like Siddhartha, they also practiced asceticism. Their names were Kondanya, Bhadiya, Vapa, Mahanama, and Asaji. 31. Suffering caused by extreme practice. Siddhartha practiced various forms of asceticism for 6 years. He reduced his eating more and more until he ate nothing at all. He became extremely thin, but still he did not want to give up such practice. One day, while meditating alone, he fainted. 32. A shepherd boy helps Siddhartha. At that time, a shepherd boy with a goat walked by. He saw Siddhartha and realized that without any food Siddhartha would die very soon, so he quickly fed him some warm goat's milk. Soon Siddhartha regained consciousness and began to feel better. He realized that without the boy's help, he would have died before attaining enlightenment. 33. Sujata makes an offering of rice milk. From then on, Siddhartha began eating normally. Soon his health was completely restored. It was clear to him now that asceticism was not the way to enlightenment. However, his 5 friends continued with their ascetic practices. They thought that Siddhartha had become greedy, and so they left him. One morning, a girl named Sujata offered Siddhartha some delicious milk rice porridge and said to him, "May you be successful in obtaining your wishes." 34. Making a vow to attain to the truth. On the same day, Siddhartha accepted an offering of straw from a straw peddler, made a seat from it, and sat down to meditate under a large Bodhi tree, facing east. He made a promise to himself, "I will not give up until I achieve my goal, until I find a way of freedom from suffering, for myself and all people." 35. Meditating under the Bodhi tree. As he meditated, Siddhartha let go of all outside disturbances and memories of pleasures from the past. He let go of all worldly thoughts and turned his mind to finding the ultimate truth about life. He asked himself, how does suffering start? How can one be free from suffering? At first, many distracting images appeared in his mind, but finally his mind became very calm, like a pond of still water. In the calm of deep meditation, Siddhartha concentrated on how his own life had started. 36. The Supreme Enlightenment. First, Siddhartha remembered his previous lives. Next, he saw how beings are reborn according to the law of cause and effect, or karma. He saw that good deeds lead away from suffering to peace and happiness, and that bad deeds lead to more suffering. Then he saw that the origin of suffering is being greedy, which arises from thinking that we are more important than everybody else. Finally, he became completely free from thinking in this way. This freedom is called Nirvana. So, at the age of 35, Siddhartha became the Buddha, the Supreme Enlightened One.